Yusuke Electric's card instead of Dots. Ah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. It's so satisfying to see teams finally take Red Bull out of their comfort zone and make races more exciting. It definitely is. And we're all here for it. Okay, so Hamilton and Russell are going out on track as we speak. So is Logan Sargent. Those are the first 3 cars. Then Ricardo follows soon, shortly behind. That Ferrari looks so damn good this weekend, says Michael. Yes, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good every weekend, but yes, this one in particular. Okay, so everyone is queuing up to go out now. No one's letting anyone through there. Bottas is looking for a spot and he's not finding any. The Astons go through, the Alpines go through, the Red Bulls go through, and people are pouring out into the track right now. Norris, Tsunoda, Piastri, Alonso, Stroll, and that is Gasly and Ocon. Yeah, everyone's coming out. So we got 17 minutes remaining to this session, to this 18-minute long session. Drivers are already starting to spread themselves out. And, well, the first driver to start a fast lap is going to be Lewis Hamilton, who's coming across the line as we speak. There we go. Any chance of rain? It's extremely sunny, so I would say no, there is not a chance of rain. Yeah, so literally everyone is out on the track. 20 drivers on the... Oh, no, I'm sorry, not everyone is out on track. Leclerc, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Magnussen are not, and neither is Zhou. Oh, Zhou has just come out, okay. Hold on, let me adjust the screens a little bit. I have a lot of screens here. And adjust the timing. There we go. Okay, aren't any weather shenanigans for the weekend? Doesn't look that way. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a regular old dry session. But that means it's going to be an exciting qualifying with drivers pushing their hardest around the tightest and most convoluted and confidence requiring circuit of the calendar. This Monaco street circuit, of course. Okay, so let's see. Lewis Hamilton's gonna come across the line now. He, of course, goes first. But his time... Oh. His time is... Come on, show it. What do you mean? Oh, so they were... Okay, so they aborted those laps and are going through. Yeah, so they aborted those laps and are now starting their actual fast laps. I took off the weekend for Monaco. Well, you should also watch... you should watch Monaco qualifying. And tomorrow, well, if it takes place, the Indy 500. That's going to be a good one as well. So keep an eye out for that if it happens, because it may not happen because rain, but it may happen, and that's usually one of the best races of the year. You know, if you only watch Formula One, there's also 2 other races that you should watch as a motorsport fan, not because, you know, of some status or something, just because they are a lot of fun and they are the best races of the year. Those are, of course, the Indy 500 and the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is taking place actually in just 2 weeks. Oh, Michael Sprague, Hamilton with the surprise pole today, he says. Thank you so much for the donation. He's hoping for a Hamilton pole. So far, he is going to come across the line right now to set the fastest time of the session. He's faster than Russell, who's P3, but Max Verstappen has got a purple first sector right there still. It's Q1, it's the very, very beginning of qualifying, so nothing is off the table. A lot of stuff could still happen. Thank you so much, Michael. So yeah, it's Verstappen right now, leading, of course, in P1, ahead of Hamilton, ahead of Tsunoda, Sargent, Russell, and Albon with Ocon in P7, Bottas in P8, and it's Perez, Gasly, Norris, and Ricciardo. Zhou goes P13 as Kevin Magnussen sets the fastest time. Oh, no, sorry, it was beaten by Nico Hülkenberg. So yeah, the Hasses are looking pretty decent today. Oscar Piastri cannot go as fast as the Hasses, only goes P3 right there. As Lance Stroll goes faster than Lewis Hamilton. P5 for the Canadian driver. What's going on? I have no idea. But as of now, it's a Haas 1-2 in qualifying. Alonso can only manage 6th place. Holy. So Leclerc and Sainz are coming across the line shortly. We're now on board with Leclerc as he's making his way through the final few corners. And he's going to come across the line right now. Let's see what Leclerc can do. He can only manage 6th. So there is still a lot of time left on the track as we are now looking at Lando Norris P17 right now. Albon has been investigated right now, well, noted actually, for impeding on turn 16. We'll have to see how that... Oh my god, I completely forgot. I had to bring lunch and I forgot. What am I going to have for lunch? I have no idea. Okay, Norris goes P3 as Yuki Tsunoda improves up into P5. Damn. I was at my mom's place right now and I was supposed to bring lunch. I forgot. I've got nothing here. You have to make a pasta or something. I don't know. Russell, purple first and purple second sector. That purple first sector has just been stolen away by Max Verstappen. And that is Stroll, parked on the side of the track. Pierre Gasly goes P5, but he is going again. Russell sets the fastest time on the grid. How is Sainz last? He didn't set a time yet. Ocon goes P3 in between the two Hasses of Hülkenberg. And Magnussen as Hamilton goes up himself into P3 right now, ahead of Esteban Ocon. Carlos Sainz has just set the second fastest time of the session as Max Verstappen has a purple first sector, a green second sector, and it's gonna be coming across the line very, very shortly. Let's see what he can do. Max Verstappen goes fastest by 0.2 right now. Ricciardo improves up into 12th only, slightly behind his teammate. Albon goes 10th fastest. There's Piastri, there's Magnussen, and there's Hülkenberg, all improving right now. Piastri is has just set the second fastest sector as Kevin Magnussen goes up into P4, Hülkenberg up into P3. So investigation after the session for Sainz and Albon impeding. Looks like Albon impeded Sainz. Piastri goes to the top of the timing sheets by 0.2 of a second right now. Stroll comes across the line to set the third fastest time. And that is Alonso now replacing his team at the third fastest time of the session. Gasly and Ocon are on build-up laps, I think, coming across the line very shortly. Leclerc is looking to improve. He's on P17 right now, and he looks to have some damage or some debris or something stuck on his front wing. So Leclerc seems to have collected a bag of some sort. That's P9 for him only. And yeah, there's definitely some debris out there. I don't know if it's from a barrier that he touched or something. Let's look at right now a replay of Daniel Ricciardo, who, yeah, traffic turn 3, crazy traffic. Yeah, that's, I think, just the nature of the Monaco circuit. Unfortunately, Danny had to abort that lap. But, hey guys. Hi, Johnny Reggae. So let's see what actually happened with Albon and the Sainz. Yeah, so Albon was kind of standing there. But I think he was making his best to let Carlos Sainz through. There's just not a lot of space to do that because it's, well, Monaco. Look at the amount of yachts and the size of the yachts there. It's grotesque. Some people are coming in right now with 8 minutes left to go in qualifying. Oh, of course, I'm jealous. Yes. Alonso, Stroll. Oh, Gasly goes up into P3 right now. Alonso, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, and Sainz are all going in. Ocon sets the 5th fastest time of the session. Leclerc team radio. This is the worst position. We are out of phase with everybody. Yeah, that's Leclerc is struggling really. He is going through traffic at every turn. He's now come into the pits. We're now looking at Perez, Albon, Zhou, all looking to improve. Perez is going to be coming across the line shortly. He's P18. He moves only up into P14. Alex Albon right now is going to be up next. He is not looking to improve that much, actually. He can only move up a place, up to P14, ahead of Sergio Perez. But yeah, a lot of people struggling with traffic and with their car. So everything is still up for grabs. We've got 7 minutes left to go to the end of the session as more people continue to come in to the pits. So that's Magnussen, Leclerc, Ricciardo, and Sargent going for out laps right now. So is Nico Hülkenberg. Everyone else is either on an in lap or in the pits. Let's see, we're looking at Hamilton and Sainz now, if they've got anything left in the tank. Hamilton looks to be improving in Sector 1 and Sector 2. He's right now in P13. Carlos Sainz also looks to be improving in those two sectors. He is P9. Let's see, Hamilton sets the 2nd fastest time, just barely ahead of his teammate by 200ths of a second. Carlos Sainz goes across the line. He improves up into P4, right behind Russell there with a purple Sector 3. So that's good. That's good. Let's see, Leclerc is lining up to start a fast lap. There he goes. Goes into turn 1 cleanly. As some other drivers are preparing some fast laps of their own, like Nico Hülkenberg, who's just started his. Lando Norris comes out of the pits with Valtteri Bottas right in front of him. 5 minutes left to go to the end of this session. Let's see, 5 minutes left to go. Leclerc is going through the 2nd sector right now. Let's see what his mini sector times are. Yeah, so he's slightly improving there. Also on the 2nd sector. Is the map lagging behind? I am not really sure. I'm not looking at the stream right now. I'm looking at the live feed and the live map and the live timings. Oh, yellow flag on the 3rd sector. Oh, green flag. Okay. So I don't really know what happened there, but it seems like it's out of control. Maybe Logan Sargent, actually. Leclerc sets the fastest time so far of this session, by the way. He goes P1. Nico Hülkenberg goes 3rd fastest. P3 for the Haas. Haas are P2 and P3 after everything. They are still up there. Haas look out the front row. Yeah, I mean, they might. You're gonna get what you ask for, chat. It's really cold. It's really cold in here. Okay. Alonso can only improve up a place, goes up into 9th. Not a good lap from him. Stroll goes up into 2nd. Right there. Russell sets the fastest time of the session by a bit over a tenth and a half. Yeah, anyone can get pole position here today, pretty much. Well, not get pole position, but anyone can get eliminated at any second. Let's see, Albon improving on the first, improving on the second sector as well. Bottas and Tsunoda are doing so too, P15, P19, and P17 respectively. Max Verstappen can only manage P3 with that last lap. Sargent improves up into 11th place. Albon goes up into 5th. Two and a half minutes left to go to the end of this session. So far, we've got Norris, Perez, Bottas, Tsunoda, and Zhou in the elimination zone. Zhou, though, has got a purple second sector and goes up into P7 right there. Ocon improves, goes up into P10. Pierre Gasly, his teammate's going to come across the line. He's in P15 right now. He goes lower, so he's still P15 right there. Sergio Perez is who we're looking at right now. With the two green sectors, he's P18 as of now. Let's see when he comes across the line as he goes through turn 19, the final corner of the circuit. What can he do? Only 14th place. That is not good for Sergio Perez. With 1.5 minutes left to go to qualifying. Zhou, 20th place as he improves still. Hamilton goes up into second, so only behind George Russell by 3.5 hundredths. There as Leclerc also improves slightly on his time, not on his position though. P3 is still there for him. Alonso is improving on the first sector, not so much on the second one though. He's P13 right now. Exiting the tunnel. Being led through by one of the McLarens, by the Alpine of Pierre Gasly right now. He improves on the second sector. No, he does not. He goes yellow on the second sector. Let's see if he can pull it together in these final few corners. Oh, there's a lot of traffic there. 3 cars standing there, and at the end of the pit exit. I don't know if that cost him a little bit of lap time. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He could not improve on his lap time there. He's still P13, as there's a lot of parked cars at the final corner. That's Norris, that's Piastri, that's Stroll, that was Gasly, and that was Ocon as well. That was Ocon, not Gasly, actually. That was definitely not good. Let's see, as Piastri, Norris, and Stroll are now starting actually their fast laps. They seem to be, at least. Yeah. Gasly, Ricciardo, Norris, Bottas, and Zhou are in the elimination zone right now. The whole field is split by 0.6 of a second all the way down to P17. That's insane. Then it's Norris 0.3 down, Bottas a further 0.3 down, and Zhou over a second, almost 1.2 down. That's Albon improving up into fourth place. Verstappen taking the checkered at P5. Sargent taking the checkered P14 for him. Carlos Sainz improves up into P3 right there as he takes the checkered flag. Bottas can only manage 19th, as that is Ricciardo shooting up into 8th place right there. Let's see Norris, let's see Piastri, let's see Perez. Gasly is the next one to be coming across the line. Ocon can only improve slightly on his time, P13 for him. Gasly up into P7. That may be Alonso out if Norris improves, and he does. P9 for him, that's Alonso out in qualifying. P16, Piastri goes up into second place. Let's see what can Sergio Perez do right now. P18 he is as he crosses the line. He does not improve. That's Sergio Perez out in qualifying as well. So it's Alonso, Sargent, Perez, Bottas, and Zhou out in Q1. What a lineup there, huh? What's with Alonso? He had some heavy traffic there in the final corner. P18 into turn 18 into 19. Some heavy traffic, 3-4 parked cars. So, you know, that kind of compromised his line. Going through the third sector, he ended up not improving. Unfortunately, that's what happened to him. Everyone else going into the pits right now. Perez, he's being told P18. What a joke, he says. And then he says, fuck. And then he says, haha. Yeah. So that's Q1 over. It's still everything up for grabs, as you can see. The lineup of eliminated drivers, definitely not what we were expecting, and we still have a lot to go. The Hasses were looking like they were securing the first row. Right now they are P12 and P14, still good enough to be through to Q2, and Logan Sargent has been eliminated there in the end as well. Red Bull under pressure from McLaren. Red Bull put all the resources for Max. Poor Perez, they say. No, Max is also struggling. Everyone is struggling here. They're not really sure what is going on with the car, how to get it nailed down, but they say it's not a problem of setup, it's just the nature of the car. What do the yellow sections on the depiction of the race mean? What? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yes, McLaren are upgrading and those are working better than those at Red Bull. Yes, of course. At this point, I'm just gonna predict Logan and Paul because I can't predict this. Well, Logan is out, so that's for sure not gonna happen. But I take that. I take that as valid still. Leclerc, Leclerc. What happened to Alonso? He was on a fast lap and he encountered 4 cars parked between turn 18 and turn 19. So he did what he could. He had to take avoiding action, but of course that hindered his lap. Of course, um, you know that's impeding, but nothing's gonna come out of it. Of course. Leclerc, cough, cough. That was insane traffic. Oh yes, that was insane traffic. Um, looks like, oh god, you James sent a message saying feathers are flying from wings. With a wing there, and I thought with a feather emoji there, and I thought that feather emoji was a kebab. I'm very hungry. I'm always hungry. You guys know that, but today is it's killing me. Okay. So Q2 is shortly gonna be underway. It is super close. They're in the top 10, top 15. I mean, as I said, the gap in qualifying was pretty much non-existent between the whole field. How much time to Q2? Just a matter of seconds, my dude. A matter of seconds. 1,000th between Alonso and Sargent is crazy. It's not 1,000th. It's 20,000th. It's a 200th of a second. Mercedes cooking for once. Still talking about food, are we? Okay. Let's see. Q2 is about to start. And that's the green light. Okay. Ricardo's leading the pack. As he's not starting. Come on, dude, move. There we go. He's moving. Oh, no. Hülkenberg was ahead. Okay, well, that's maybe because the reason why he wasn't moving. Ricardo goes, then Albon, then... Oh, that's Norris. Then it's Verstappen. Verstappen's going really slow there. Leclerc comes out right behind. I'm so cold, guys. You got no idea. So it's Tsunoda, Sainz, and Ocon following behind Leclerc right there. As the track starts to get more and more populated, as we've got just under 13 minutes left of running here to determine who's bottom 5 at the end of this Q2 session. Throw a beanie on. Yeah, I may. Hold on. I gotta turn on the heat, you know. There we go. Ah. Okay, that's slightly better. So yeah, everyone is already out there on the track, apart from that's Lance Stroll. That's the only driver who's still yet to go out. Is Sainz gonna receive a grid penalty? No, the guy that's under investigation for that incident is Albon. How many Celsius? Right now it's 8. 8. And yeah. My room has not got heating. How's the weather around your house? It's pretty cold. We didn't turn on the heating, and it's really cold outside. So yeah, we don't have any central heating either. It's just it may be on now, but the door to my room is closed, so nothing's getting in. Is Stroll too scared or something? No, he's out on track already. We're gonna start to see some times getting set pretty shortly. That's Hülkenberg setting the first time as Ricardo goes second fastest. Piastri starting his fast lap right there. And that's Lando Norris setting the fastest time overall by over half a second there. Alex Albon going fourth fastest as Max Verstappen tops the timing sheet ahead of the McLaren. I've been blocked, Ocon says, as he is... who's he behind? Oh, his teammate. Oh, apparently he's been blocked by Gasly. Okay, let's go on board with Nico Hülkenberg. Let's see what happened there. Into turn 1. Oh, damn, a bit of a squirm there on the rear of the Haas. Almost went into the wall. A little bit of debris flying out from the barriers themselves. But no, he was able to keep it under control. Carlos Sainz has now got the fastest time of the session, with Gasly and Ocon P9 and P10 as Piastri goes P6. Did something fall off the Haas? No, that was the signage on the barrier. That got shredded a little bit. Albon goes 7th fastest with the Williams. He goes ahead of Kevin Magnussen, who sets the 8th fastest time. Lewis Hamilton comes across the line. only manage 12th. He can only manage 12th in between both of the Alpines right there. Ten minutes left to go to the end of the session. Sainz, Ocon, Tsunoda are going to be coming across the line. Next, Tsunoda's going to be starting his fast lap. He's going pretty slow, and he was going pretty slow before. Perhaps it's an extra warm-up. I don't know. But Ocon goes for fastest. E8 for Lance Stroll's Aston Martin, as Pierre Gasly is gonna come across the lineup. Next, Max Verstappen sets the fastest first sector. Piastri comes into the pits next to Carlos Sainz. Lewis Hamilton can improve all the way up into P8 with his Mercedes right there. Max Verstappen sets the fastest time by a 1/10 of a second. Hülkenberg and Ocon are being investigated for impeding at turn 3. So apparently it was Hülkenberg who impeded Ocon there, not Gasly. I don't know. By the time the message was there, they were through turn 11. So, you know, it's up for grabs. Anyone could have impeded them. Okay, let's go on board with Ocon. See what happened there. Yeah. So okay. So that was a bit more. Yeah. So that was a bit more clear cut than Albon with Sainz. Ocon was clearly blocked there. Ferrari are only good in free practices, Taufik. No, they're doing pretty good. I mean, they're P2 right now with Carlos Sainz. Oh my, that's Alex Albon gonna be coming across the line right now to slightly improve on his P11. Norris, Verstappen come into the pits as Sainz is out for an outlap right now. Ricardo P14, so not an improvement in position there. Smooth operator. He's smooth operating through turn 4 right now. Smooth operation, yes. You gotta operate smoothly to set a good lap time around Monaco. Let's go. We are now looking at Pierre Gasly. He's P15 currently. Through turn 1, he's had improvement. He's also had a purple mini sector here going through turn 2 to sector 2. He's now going into turn 17, turn 18, the final few corners of the track, and we're shortly gonna get his time up on the board. I think it will be a decent improvement over P15. Let's see what he can do. Up into 6th place for Alpine right there. Yeah, so track evolution is real right there. Carlos Sainz is on a bit of a tricky situation. Unless he's got fuel for 2 or 3 laps, I don't think he's going to be able to extract the maximum out of the car in this Q2. There may be some left there up for grabs that may compromise his position. Let's hope that's not enough to drop him out of Q2. Alpine found pace. All of a sudden, upgrades, people, upgrades. Yeah, that's something Aston Martin has not managed to do since the first race of last year. Upgrade the car. What happened to Perez and Fernando? Perez just couldn't find the rhythm with the car, and Alonso was blocked in by traffic in turn 18. Let's see Carlos Sainz going through 13 right now. 14, 15, 16. The final complex in the third sector. Let's see what he can do as he comes across the line right now. Carlos Sainz, he is P2. He's slightly improving. Purple third sector, yeah, slightly improves. He is, oh my, what is it? Half a tenth of a second off Verstappen's time, with 5 minutes left to go to the end of this session. If he's got fuel, Carlos can do another push lap. Let's see if he can manage to pull that one together. It's still pretty decent. Everybody cooking a hot meal. Oh, I would kill for a hot meal right now. Piastri goes fastest so far. Oh my. He goes fastest by like 2.5 tenths of a second. That's a big difference right there. Russell goes up into P2. Norris, Magnussen, Hülkenberg are coming up next. Let's see, Norris through the bay section. Track evolution is wild. It is. It definitely is. Let's look at Leclerc right now going through the tunnel. Improving on that first sector. Slightly. Oh! Piastri says he's hit the wall. Piastri says he's hit the wall. I don't know if he's got damage. If he's still on the track. He's still going apparently. And Verstappen's right behind them. Neither seem to be improving. But yeah, that seems to be a thing. He's not stopped though. He's not stopped. So that's Leclerc going up into second place ahead of George Russell and Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz is staying out, so he may be going for another fast lap. That's Jackie Hicks in the Ferrari pit garage. Carlos Sainz may be going for an extra warm-up lap now. He's not going quick at all. Let's look at Ocon as Piastri comes into the pits. But I would assume he's safe. He's in P1 right now. Let's see, Norris through the line. Goes, sets the fastest time by 24 thousandths of a second from his teammate. P1 for Lando Norris. As Alex Albon is improving on the second sector as well. He is setting P12 on the Williams. As Gasly is going to be coming through right now to start a fast lap. Albon goes behind Hamilton's Mercedes, so he goes P8 with his Williams right there. Did Oscar have huge damage? No, he was able to get it back to the pits. So apparently it was very minor, not even to impede him from getting back at a decent pace. So I don't know. He's hit the wall, but it doesn't seem like there's damage. He may have hit it with his rear tire or something. He have touched it. I don't really know, but there wasn't even debris or a replay shown. So it may have been, a pretty light touch. Stroll is who we're looking at right now as he goes through the casino into turn 7 and into the tunnel. He's P12 right now, improving on the first sector. Norris comes into the pits. As we got just over a minute left to go to the checkered flag. And the end, of course, of Q2. Hülkenberg. Oh no, Hülkenberg. Only P12. Seems like the fairy tale may be over for Haas, unfortunately. Let's see, Stroll. What can he do? Get up into the top 10? No. He loses it all in the third sector. He seems to be out of qualifying. P13 for him as Verstappen improves up into second place. Guys, we make actually a McLaren pole here if everything goes according to plan. It's less than a tenth of a second between the top four. Between Norris, Verstappen, Piastri, and Leclerc, there's 93 thousandths. It's fucking insane. And that is the checkered flag. So Hamilton was able to start a lap there, but I don't think he's gonna be pushing. P6 for him. That should be able to secure him a place in Q2 as let's see, Ricciardo can only manage 13th. Gasly is through right now. Oh, up into P5 for the Alpine. He should be through to Q2. That may have pushed, that has definitely pushed his teammate Ocon out of qualifying as he's into the pits and in P11 right now. Yuki Tsunoda, what can the Japanese driver do? He is still ahead of his teammate right now. He comes across the line. He only goes a place ahead that puts Alex Albon at risk, and he takes the checkered, but he is still through Alex Albon into Q2, since no one on the bottom 5 is, well, out on track right now, other than Stroll. No, Stroll has just come in. Okay, yeah. So that's Ocon, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Stroll, and Magnussen out in Q2. That puts Norris, Verstappen, Piastri, Leclerc, Gasly, Russell, Hamilton, Sainz, Tsunoda, and Albon through to Q3. Ricciardo, I really struggled to get tires there in that first push. So Ricciardo struggling with tire temperature. Hold on. There we go. I was actually getting some more sun into my room. You know, I've got electric blinds, and I was getting the controller and getting them up a little bit. Okay. So yellow flag on the first and second sectors. Yellow flag on all sectors. No one's out on track. Everyone's in the pits right now. Q2 has ended, and we're looking at Ocon right now. Did he go into the wall or something? He's at a big lockup and a close call. Oh, damn, that's a huge lockup into turn 1. It's a miracle that he got it out. Let's see if we can get a replay of what actually happened to Piastri. Max and Piastri are just warming up. Damn, I didn't notice Gasly P5. Yeah, that was an insane lap. Now Alpine is quicker than Mercedes. Ah, yes, classic. Look at that amount of yachts. Holy shit. Damn. Super happy with the F3 sprint in Monaco. Solov got his first ever win for a Bulgarian in Formula 3. Oh, that's good. Solov is a good guy. He's a nice guy. I think he's with the Fernando Academy, isn't he? Nice. At least that's one win that Alonso got. Oh, and last weekend we got Franco Colapinto winning the race as well. That was super good. Oh god. Oh, blow my nose a little bit more before the start of Q3. What happened to Fernando? Okay, I'm gonna say it for the last time. I've said it 1,000 times already. He's got he got a lot of traffic in the final corner. 3-4 stopped cars between turn 18 and 19. So, you know, he couldn't go over them. He had to ease off. The elephant is back. Yes, because it's cold. When it's cold, the elephant is back. Or wasn't the super soft tire used this season? It wasn't used this season, or the one previous, or the one before, or the one before, or the one before. So the last time we got the super soft was in 2019 with the Pirelli Rainbow. And yeah, that's not a thing that we use anymore. Stroll will win tomorrow. Mark my words. Yeah. Okay, so the air temperature still 21 degrees with a clear skies, 43-degree track temperature. So medium humidity 60% and southeast winds of 8 kilometers an hour, which is not really significant. Traffic is not Spanish. What? I mean, I know what you're referring to, but what does it have to do? Looks like McLaren team had improved their low speed corner weakness. They could be the fastest team moving forward. Yeah, the McLaren upgrades in the past 2 seasons have been just a banger after another. Absolutely insane progression. From last year, the start of the year, they were the slowest team or the second slowest team, and right now they are fighting for wins on a weekly basis. That's true progression, and that shows that it can be done. So there's no excuses. Because it's not even a manufacturer team. What does impeding mean? Well, when you're in front of another driver and you impede them from going as fast as they can. So Q3 is underway, by the way. Drivers are lining up there at, well, it's not underway, but it's about to be underway. Drivers are lining up at the end of the pits. And that's going to be 10 minutes to decide who is going to be P1 through to P10 for the starting grid for tomorrow's procession around Monte Carlo. What the penalty? What the Sigma? Red Bull is still the fastest car, says Joe Mama. Time for Coach Stappen to make the greatest performance of all time, says Chad. No, I think that was last year. New centers. Are you Italian? No, I'm not Italian. Please don't say that ever again. Okay, I won't. I'm sorry. We are a brain rot free stream. Okay, so here we go. Q3 is underway. Sainz is out. Albon is out. Drivers are starting to leave the pits. Gasly is up next. Sí, Ale, sí. Did Alonso break down? Not yet. He hasn't. Perhaps he will break down when he gets to his motorhome because it's really frustrating. My friends brain rot me enough. I don't need you to add to it. Okay, my bad. How's Argentina nowadays? Cold, really cold. I don't know in what aspect you're asking, but when it comes to weather, it's pretty cold, as you can tell by my wearing a beanie for the first time in a stream. Fernando got caught in traffic and couldn't do a fast lap in Q1. Yes, that's it. That's indeed what happened. How is Oscar's car? Apparently fine. It's just come out of the pits as you were asking the question. So it was deemed fit. Warum Perez sich nicht für qualifiziert hat? He hasn't qualified for Q2 because he had not set a good enough time in Q1. So yeah, he struggled a little bit with the car, same as Verstappen, but he couldn't get it together, and yeah, that's as much as he could do. Do you speak Spanish? Yes, of course I do. Is it that cold indoors in Argentina? I mean, it is in my room right now because I wasn't here last night, and it was like 3 degrees, and we don't have central heating. So yeah, it is quite cold right now, and my door is closed, so there's no heat coming in from the rest of the house. Okay, so everyone is out of the track right now, and a few drivers have actually started their fast laps. We're gonna start to get some times on the board pretty soon. Hamilton has got the purple first sector, and the purple second sector. I was gonna say Albon had the purple second sector, but no, it got taken away. Hey, the Coyote Way, thank you so much for your donation. It's greatly appreciated. Number one fan. Albon sets the first time of the session ahead of Carlos Sainz, and Hamilton goes fastest overall. Something moved in the pedals, Leclerc says. Oh, that's concerning. Thank you so much, the Coyote Way again. So Gasly sets the fourth and slowest time of the session so far. Leclerc with a purple second sector. Oh, so Carlos Sainz's time was deleted. Let's see. Leclerc goes fastest so far. Russell goes fourth as he goes in between Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly. Leclerc qualifying in P1. As of now, he's got provisional pole position with something weird on the pedal. Piastri goes second fastest. That's Lando Norris going third right there, ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen comes across the line to start his fast lap. Oh, well, Wax Manus. Okay, so we got another number one fan. You guys are competing. The guy who sends the most number one fan stickers is the undisputed number one fan. So thank you so much, bro, for your donation. It is greatly appreciated. Very, very much so. Yuki Tsunoda goes sixth fastest right now with his Toro Rosso, ahead of Alex Albon, but Pierre Gasly had something to say about that. He goes sixth fastest with the Alpine right there. Okay, George Russell goes P4. P4 for George, ahead of Lando Norris's McLaren. We've got 7 minutes left to go to the end of qualifying, as Max Verstappen has just set a purple first sector. Let's see, what can he do? Max Verstappen is going to be coming through across the line. P3, only P3. Damn. But it's still super close, though. Piastri is just over 200ths of a second from Leclerc, and Verstappen is 1.5 tenths. Everything is super close, guys. Super close. So we still have 6.5 minutes left to go to the end of the session. Reporting here from the North Pole, from the South Pole, actually. This is making me nervous. Yes, it tends to do this, qualifying at Monaco. Do you think anyone will be able to beat the 1:10.166 record of Hamilton in 2019? In qualifying? It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. Leclerc right now is 3/10 off that. If Max doesn't get pole, 100% DNF tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Still have issues in turn 5 and turn 10, Verstappen says. He gets told understood as he comes into the pits. Alex Albon's the only driver out on track right now, going for a fast lap with a clean track. Improves in the first sector. I think the medical cars has a chance tomorrow to score points. Yes, I mean, if Verstappen doesn't get pole, everyone in front of him will DNF in order for him to win the race. That's just how Formula One goes. Is the Monaco curse finally ending for Leclerc? We still have 5 minutes to go and a race tomorrow, so don't call it. Don't call it yet. Let's see Alex Albon P10 right now, going through the final few sectors. The final few corners, my bad. He improves up into 7th place, so ahead of Hamilton. Still around, a little bit over half a second off Leclerc's pace. And we're getting our final runners out on the track. Carlos Sainz is going to be starting his out lap right now. Sainz is going out early. Verstappen seems to be going out early as well. They are prioritizing a clean lap over track evolution. That's an interesting strategy. Alex Albon Team Radio, nice. Yes. Did he get he's 69 thousandths of a second of Norris. Nice. So yeah, Sainz, Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Gasly, they are all worried about traffic, about red flags, about incidents. So they're prioritizing a clean lap off the gate. Carlos Sainz is right now sitting in P4, Verstappen P3, then it's Hamilton P8, Russell is in P5, and now Leclerc comes out. Is he gonna make a red flag happen? Last laps. Just under 3 minutes left to go to the end of qualifying. Carlos Sainz starts his fast lap as he goes around the outside of the McLaren of Lando Norris there into turn 1. Guys, I haven't asked you all session long, but if you're enjoying the coverage so far of the stream, make sure to leave a like, drop a like. It's free. It just takes a second, and make sure to subscribe if you are new here or if you haven't, and you enjoy what we do on this channel. We're gonna be here tomorrow for the race as well. So yeah, make sure to drop by. And check out my Toyota video if you're interested in what happened there. 2 minutes left to go to the end of the session. Let's see, Leclerc is crossing the line right now to start his fast lap. That's blue flags waved for Hamilton to be led through. A purple sector for Russell in sector 1. Keep your eye out for that. Sainz is the first driver to be taken the, well, proverbial checkered. And he does not improve on his time. Hamilton moves up a place. Well, oh no, moves up a ton of places. Goes up into P4 right there. Let's see, Max Verstappen. What can he do? Not improve. That's something he cannot do. Not improve on his lap time. Russell goes up into P3, so ahead of Max Verstappen. We got less than a minute to go, so Verstappen is down in P4. He's gonna... I've hit the wall. Oh, Verstappen's hit the wall. Yuki Tsunoda is gonna cross the line next. Why couldn't he do this last year? My God. He improves up into 7th place, so he's ahead of Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc. He may be getting pole position. He improves on his last lap time. Purple sector 3. That's Oscar Piastri. Is he gonna be enough to get it from Leclerc? It is not. So it's P2 for Piastri. It seems to be It seems to be pole for Leclerc unless Carlos Sainz can do anything about it. Lando Norris is also pushing Verstappen. Is not really going that fast. Yellow first sector there. Carlos Sainz only P3. Lando Norris goes fourth fastest. So it's Leclerc. So it's Ferrari, McLaren for the top four for tomorrow. Max Verstappen's going to be starting apparently from P6 as he's 17 seconds down on the second sector. Yeah. That's it. That's qualifying, guys. Gasly's still going, though. Let's see what he can do. Gasly's still pushing. The only car still pushing. He's going through turn 16. He's improving on the first and the second sectors. He's P10 right now. Where can the Alpine start tomorrow's race? He takes the checkered flag. Stays P10. Okay, so it's going to be Leclerc in pole position ahead of Piastri. That's an interesting front row. Then it's Sainz and Norris, an interesting second row. Then it's Russell and Verstappen, Hamilton and Tsunoda, and then Albon and Gasly round out the top 10. If that was not an exciting qualifying, I don't know what was. I thank you all so much for watching. I'm freezing my balls off. I'm hungry, so I'm going to go take care of those two things right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all tomorrow for the Monaco Grand Prix. Take care, guys. I'll see ya.